Hello there, everyone. My name's Ayumu. Welcome. Binding of Isaac. All that jazz. You know what I'm saying. I thought I got one of the boy achievements. Huh. Weird. I have stuff to talk about today. And it's not good stuff. So, as I've said a couple times, just once or twice, I've been kind of engrossed in a show again. And some of the things have hit home oddly close, per usual right now. Shows How I Met Your Mother. I've talked about it a couple times, and just a couple times talking about it. And I might die here. One of the things which I kind of like to share is the reason why I got into the content creation industry is because of some bad things that happened. And there were two things that drove me forward from the really bad stuff. I proposed to someone and they shut me down extremely hardcore. So I was absolutely, completely distraught. And all that shit. It was one of the worst times in my life. And I completely sunk myself into two things. One of them is I watched The Binding of Isaac. A lot of The Binding of Isaac from Northernline, which kind of helped cement him as my favorite entertainer. Before that, it was, I'd probably Cryotic, or something, I don't know. I didn't really have one, because it didn't really hold the same meaning it does now to me. I saw what kind of impact that someone can make, even if they don't know who the hell you are. To be honest, in my entire life, I will probably never see him. Ryan, Northernline. His name's Ryan. I'll probably never see the guy. I never actually have a conversation with him. But the fact that he changed my entire life, that wouldn't go away. And being able to do those kind of things is what I want to do for everyone else. Because, well, I know that maybe I'm not the best person to talk to for some situations. Good God, there are things I have no clue about. But sometimes having someone, feel like they're around or being around is help enough. That's a good thing. So, hey Northernline, if you see this, thank you. But the other thing I did, because I focused on that a lot, the other thing I actually did was I watched a lot of How I Met Your Mother. Someone lent me their Netflix password, and lo and behold, it was on Netflix. And I was already a big fan of Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog, so I liked Neil Patrick Harris. So for some reason, I started watching it. I don't know why. Like what initially got me into it. I think I just found it and started watching it. So that's a little background for where I'm gonna start talking about some stuff. So I've been watching How I Met Your Mother, and one of the things in it is, god dang it, that one of the characters, I'm sorry, there's some spoilers here. The show already finished, but this is an ending spoiler, so it's not game breaking. Something bad happens to one of the characters in it. and their father dies, and that's not an easy thing for anyone to go through. So getting like very thinking about life a lot, and like where they want to be, what they want to do, all that. And recently I've also been thinking about stuff like that, and I can honestly say this making YouTube videos, streaming, that is what I want to do. And I know that no one makes it anymore. Almost no one makes it. It's an impossible field to get in. But it's kind of like the environment. More people fight against you wanting to do any good or help anything. I will not take that just yet. And that's going directly from like the show, because he wants to be an environmental lawyer, Marshall Erickson, which is cool. And talking about like the reality of situations and everything like that is very, very true. Like you need money. Money literally makes the world go round. If you can't pay your bills, you can't eat. You can't have a place to stay. You can't do this, that, and the other. You need money. So, and since I just lost/quit my job, I did quit, but it was like a day or two for me getting fired because they wanted to use me as an example to finally show that they could. Long story, very long story, but the manager didn't give a shit about the place, and then she was probably threatened to be fired, and all of a sudden she had to give a shit about the place. So, make an example of someone who you've already replaced, and yes, I had to wind up training my replacement. So, at that point, my hours took a huge dip, and I decided it's time to go. I believe on my terms I will not be fired by those disgusting people. So, kind of didn't have a choice. It was at a gas station, so it's not like there's a severance package or anything like that, and it's an at-will state, and they can fire you. If I show up 1 second late, they can fire me, 100% justified. I have no chance of appeal or anything like that for whatever. Or they could do what other jobs have done, and they'll cut your hours back to like 4. Every other week you work 4 hours. And they could even like space it out disgusting times. Change your schedule around. It's how the state works. It's not good. So, and recently, like, I gotta say this, holy shit, guys, like, you guys have, like, really shown some support recently, and that means a lot. I really do appreciate it. I know that it's like everyone does those things, but thank you. I really do appreciate it. And every time, like, I start to wane on kind of wanting to do, like, I always want to do this, like, never, like, think I've ever not wanted to. Just, it's hard. It's a lot like being an actor or something like that. You don't have any guarantees. You might never make it. Well, if you quit, you will not make it. And it doesn't matter if you lose the path or anything like that. I'm not saying you have to stick to your dream or anything like that. But see how much you care about it and stick with what you think is right. Personally, I don't want anything else I don't need $7 million a year. I don't need millions. I would like to make $40,000 a year. Something like that. There are people who don't even make that. $40,000 a year is like $20 an hour or something like that. At 40 hours a week. No overtime or anything like that, I think. So, I'm not looking for... I always say I want to make it... I want to get famous. You know, I'm always joking about that. It's the... kind of the concept behind it, though, is I want to do something more. And you will never make it anywhere if you quit. You know, all the success stories that you hear. Oprah was told she didn't have the face or personality for television. Ooh, is that the second one? Nice, we might actually get it. But a lot of those things. Steve Jobs, I think, was said he was like very uninnovative or something like that. I don't remember some of the other ones. I'm really bad at those. Like, just remembering in general. But I want to stick with it. I don't want to admit defeat, at least yet. There comes a point in time when I'm going to have to face the reality of it if nothing's happened. I can do it, but I can't do it like I'm doing it now. And that's reality. But for now, I'm 24 years old. I can do it. One of the things, though, that I did kind of want to talk about more is, and this is something really personal that happened with me in the past. I'll preference this first. Both my parents are alive and kicking. Absolutely fine. So, you know, don't worry about that, but to set the stage, a parent died in the show. And obviously that's hard for, like, literally anyone. I say I haven't been there, but I didn't deal with it fully, but I have been there. My dad got really sick at one point, and he conked out completely. Like, game over, gone. And I got the call for that. He's okay. Like, his heart completely stopped. He got the full dead signal. But he's fine now. And that isn't something easy for anyone to go through. And I was in 7th grade at the time. I'm a wee young whippersnapper. And it's kind of a humbling thing. And I got thinking about it. I don't even know where I want to go with this. I just wanted to say something, I guess. But the show got a little feelsy and shit because of it, you know. Because a lot of it were last words type of thing, or final actions is like what it was going on about. And I have nothing but respect for my father. He gave up a lot of stuff to be with family. He helps his father out all the time, and his mother, so my grandparents, and things are not looking good on that front. So maybe that's why I also wanted to talk about it. But the whole he made his choice. My father did, and he put what he wanted on hold all the time, because me and my brother, I have a brother, he got married. My dad got married. It's crazy. But he knew that we were the ones he was supposed to take care of. And my mother as well. Like, he's done a good job at all that stuff. He didn't work an ideal job. In fact, he worked a terrible job for 20 plus years. He couldn't ever follow what he wanted to do. Because, well, when you have kids, it's not about you anymore. It's not just you who matters. So, and my dad has never, like, really argued with what me or my brother have wanted to do. Even if it was, like, nothing. I don't think my brother wants, like, any specific job. He just wants a job that pays worth a damn. And I know my dad goes through a lot of stuff, and that's why there are times I complain. Every single one of us complains about something stupid. He recently just life sucks. A lot of things are going wrong, and he's kind of pushing me to stop some of the things, but not out of, like, any type of malice. If you can't pay bills, you can't grow up. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Maybe this is just stuff I need to talk about for myself. So thanks for listening. You know, I appreciate that. Looking at it and, like, what my dad's done. Thanks. It's especially putting aside a lot of things that you want to do. It's not easy. This does not go where I wanted it to initially. But I don't know where I'm going with this. I really don't. I go on tangents nonstop. Oh, I'm not used to this one. But for it, you don't have to give up. So you might not be able to do it wholeheartedly, but don't lose yourself to other things. It's not, money isn't always the most important thing. I know, I literally just said money makes the world go round, and it's true. And there comes a point in all our lives where you have to make that decision. Is it worth continuing? And I hope I don't have to make that decision. None of us ever hope we have to make that decision. So, when you guys do show your support, sincerely thank you. I know we make jokes a lot, but really, thank you. It means a lot. So, Binding of Isaac is a fun game. I have the dice shard, which is a really good item. Absolutely super good item. Because if we get a range upgrade, screw that nonsense, it's going bye-bye. But, sweating in my eyes a little too much right now. Hurts a lot, dog. I'll take it. I could re-roll that into an HP upgrade, and that would be god-awful. Wait, reverse that. I could roll that HP upgrade into a range upgrade. That would be god-awful. Oh, yeah, sports. Sports are manly. So, just go find someone important in your life and go give them a hug. I know I'm really not a huggy, feely kind of person, but go give them a hug. I'm sure they could use it. And we take a lot of things for granted. We all do. And hugs are good. Hugs are real good. Who doesn't love hugs? I'll tell you who. Nazis? I didn't have anywhere to go with that. This is just a big empty room. I don't know if I should save this stuff for later or not. Oh, goodness. Oh yeah, I can't hurt these guys. I'm sorry. These guys can't hurt themselves. Is the point I was trying to make. Ugh. Watch them frozen open is kind of gross. So, I had popcorn today. I've been binge watching a lot of things. I've been trying to get some stuff situated in my head and all that. Here's actually some advice. This is stupid advice, but take it anyway. For real, go to college. I know it sounds stupid, but college isn't a bad thing. I don't regret what I've done because it's gotten me where I am. But go to college. And if you drop out, go to a different field. You don't have to stick with the same field you hate, but base courses. Shut up, phone. Base courses stuff works for, like, every single job. Work to find out what you want to do. And don't think you have to do something, like, lame, because there's nothing else around. Unless there literally isn't anything else around like I am at. Hey, yo! But for real. There's something out there. It doesn't always have to be something stupid like... Around here, I only think there's, like, menial, tedious jobs, and to be honest, in my area, there's, like, nothing. But you don't have to look for mediocrity. You can do something better. And that's one of the things why I'm trying to do this. And it's been almost 4 years, and I don't want to give up. I'm gonna pop this. Wise decision. So, I don't know, I guess believe in yourself. This is come to the binding of inspirational quotes. That's what I'll rename this entire series, the binding of inspirational quotes and rambling. Rambling plus. Ah, there we go. But what the hell am I talking about? I have gone from one thing to another. Yeah. I haven't slept much recently. I haven't slept good much recently. Doing a lot of thinking. I think it sucks, man. It's like your brain needs to do it, and it helps you figure stuff out, but man, does thinking suck. Or what? What's this? Moon card, fantastic. Definitely won't take that. I am a weak, sissy, baby, girly man. I have very little damage. I have very little of, like, anything right now. I don't want to do it. Can you pop over on this side? I know it literally doesn't work that way. Excuse me. But I've done it because now I don't have to worry about other things. I think I'm going to die here. It won't be pretty. It will be sad. But I've said what I wanted to say, and I wanted to have a good run too. I got a little distracted. I don't talk too much about Isaac in these episodes anymore. I'll kind of try and change that. I still want to talk about stuff that's, you know, on my brain. I think it's a good chance to, you know, talk to you guys about stuff. Or if you guys want mostly Isaac, it's, you know, once again, if the general consensus is shut up, talk about Isaac. Okay with that. I'll take the coat hanger. It's not bad. Increase my tiers fairly dramatically. Phone's at 30% battery. Just figured I'd let you guys know that, because that was why my phone went off. Normally, if it's something like someone subscribing, I'll just call it out, but now it's literally my phone's at 30% battery. 2017, it's going to be a good year. Lots of changes. Positive changes. Let's work towards it. If you won't work towards a positive change, then you're a butt. This is going to charge me up by 2 anyway. I might as well pop it. Except for the fact next room's going to be 100 times worse. Boom, bam! That's why you don't pop it. You pop it, lock it, got a rocket in your pocket, and you want some more of it. That's a troll bam. Yeah, so what's up, guys? How's life? How's living? La vida loca. How's the kids? Not born yet? Yeah, that's awesome. Mine aren't either. Maybe they won't be. Well, you know what is up? Damn it! I was gonna say my health. My stress levels, because I'm dying. And in one hit, I am the dead. Like now. First rule of Isaac, do not talk about your health. You'll die immediately afterwards. Thank you very much, everybody. I sincerely appreciate it. A big round of applause. I'm clapping to myself at 6 in the morning. Alright, have a good night, everyone.